Alright, today I want to go over a blitz beating scheme out of a playbook I haven't really talked much about lately. And it's actually designed, basically what this is I don't really know what to call it. But right now we're just going to call it a blitz beating scheme. Okay? And I've been doing the 5 sets for success and the multiple sets, multiple formations. The one problem I seem to have with doing that is it just, to me personally, I feel like you guys are, some of you guys, I'm not, and this is not even including all of you, I know myself as I'm in this category, but whenever I put multiple plays in my audibles or multiple formations in my audibles, I sometimes struggle with the idea, again, if you take a look here, you see how they have multiple formations. I sometimes struggle with the idea of going to different formations. I like to stay in the same formation the entire game. Because I feel like it's more deceptive in the fact that they don't know what I'm going to do. I can run, I can pass. So today we're going to talk about kind of a blitz beating, more or less a concept too. It could be applied to many formations. I know I put out a run-heavy offensive scheme out of the run-heavy playbook. It's actually more of a pass-heavy scheme, in my opinion, but you can make it run-heavy, just depending on what you want to do from it. But today we're going to talk about what playbook was it? I was going to go over today. Can't remember off the top of my head what I was. Because I was looking at it last night, and I wanted to put it up because I saw someone comment on Ryan Dykes' one of Ryan Dykes' schemes. He said, "Yeah, man, these passes are great. The only problem is I struggle against the blitz sometimes." I feel like for any beginner player, the blitz is hard to beat. I myself sometimes get frustrated when people blitz me, and then I found these concepts, and I just started thinking I wanted to kind of just took a break and started thinking about Madden and started thinking about blitzes in general. And why do blitzes work? If we ask ourselves that question, we're going to find out that blitzes work and how they work is one of the linebackers will be blitzing from the edge. So they're going to have to overload one side of the blitz. So if we're attacking that side, then we'll be okay. The main problem is what it becomes is the quick read that we have to make. Okay, so that is one downfall to the blitz is if I want to run a blitz, I have to either man up, so I have initial flat coverage, or I have to what's it called? Zone up, but then I won't have flat coverage. So the key to beating the blitz is attacking the quick flats, in my opinion. Now, this is going to be a Dallas Cowboys scheme, and we're mainly going to go over. You see, the Dallas Cowboys have some interesting formations. The weak flex twins, one of my favorite formations personally. The I-form slot, yep, and they have the tight pair. I think it's tight pair. Do they have the stretch from the tight pair? Guys, real quick, if you guys just want a mini scheme out of the tight pair, just run any run to the right, and it's really good blocking. You know, it's just the way it is this year. Here we have the ace pair chief. So you can run some stuff out of it. For some reason, a lot of people like the slot flex. I've never been a fan of it. I just never have been a fan of it. In my opinion, it's just not as good as the pro. They got strong close. Arguably one of the best strong closes in the game, and here's why. They have this misdirection play. This is one of the best blocking. It has great blocking. Then they have this post play, which has nice blue routes from it. They have, of course, all the favorites, the wide trail, the counter weave, the zone run, and the toss, and the dive, of course. So, arguably one of the best strong closes in the game. But we're not going to be going. We're not going to be running that on. You got the slot flex, some stuff you can do from it if you really want to. But the main formation we're going to focus on is the gun. And the split cowboy more specifically, cowboy Y out. One of the best plays in the game. pound for pound. And split offset in general is a beast this year because for some reason when you run the ball from split offset, you get tremendous blocking. And as you see, the only thing we don't have in here is we don't have a counter, unfortunately. But I'm willing to live with that. We're mainly going to be running the ball. This is going to be our standard blitz beating formation. And we're going to go from our blitz beating formation to our running formation. We actually are going to go ahead and use the strong close, I think. Maybe not. We'll see. The deep comeback, again, another good pass play from the split gun. Gonna get one more play. The mesh, of course. Mesh is going to be our base play, I think. No, it's not. You're going to have mesh in your audibles. You're going to make cowboy Y out your base play. That makes more sense. And I'm going to go over. We wanted the mesh. We wanted that. We wanted anything else real quick. Nope. Okay, so we wanted that cowboy Y circle. Now you have these two audibles for your running plays. Here are these two. So you want to go into iPhone Pro real quick and see if they have a stretch and a counter. They have this zone run, which is basically a stretch. Give me a counter, please. Unfortunately, they don't have a counter. They don't even have a blast. They have a fullback dive, which, yeah. Let's look at they got the like I said, they have one of the best strong close at running. As far as strong close goes. And I want it to be a two-back running set because we're coming out of a two-back gun. So it makes perfect sense to do the two-back running set. Real quick, we're just going to go through and see if we missed anything out of the other formations that we want to go over. Cross street, that's nice. Cowboys don't have any counter guns, unfortunately. They're not a big running team in general, so I like this empty trips tight end. So it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to have to go with a strong close. And for your run audible right, we're going to go ahead and put the misdirection in there. And most of the time, we're going to playmaker that misdirection to the right, and then we're going to have the counter weak in there as the other audible. Okay, so there's your audibles for the Cowboy scheme here. Now let's go ahead and break it into. The main reason this scheme is effective, especially, is if they try to blitz you in this offense, they're going to have trouble. In general, they're just not going to be. They're not going to have a good game. Let's just say that. And I'm going to show you why in the game. So we'll just actually. The best team for this scheme actually is the Atlanta Falcons, or the Niners. I mean, it could be the Niners, but I feel like people are tired of seeing them. So we'll go with Atlanta. And we'll put one of the best defenses in the game on the field. I want to go over Carolina play at some point too, so I need to put that in. Yeah, I'm just running off. Okay. So your base play Cowboy Y out, so you're only using two formations really, and the transition to those formations is basically seamless. So it's going to be tough to tell if you're going to run or pass. Same personnel, so that is why Atlanta, in my opinion, is the best team for the scheme. We're going to put Gonzalez and Rogers in the backfield, I think. Or not Gonzalez and Rogers. Let me see if I can get two running backs. You want to have this dual halfback swap package, and that's what you're going to use. And then you're going to get your tight end here. It's now you have perfect personnel. Okay, and you're just going to come out in the Cowboy Y out. No, let's pick a random play. Leave this for right. And your reads, there's no hot routes on this play really. If you want a hot route, go ahead and put Jones on a fade, put him on a deep out. He's optional. Left side, you have a 10 and out, which is nice. Your first read on this play is the snap throws out of the backfield, so one of those two guys usually one of those two dudes going to be open. You don't want to pass lead it, you just want to throw it. So no passing, because passing could tear up the trajectory. But it's just a standard no pass lead, and they're going to get inside position, and they're going to make a play. I don't even think you have to click on. I haven't had to click on so far when running the scheme. But you may have to wait a little longer than in previous years, because as you see right here, if I just throw right here, he will catch it still. Your run audible down is the power O, which is a really good run this year, and it really does. It gets great blocking on a split offset. So that is why we have no run to the right, because the power O is going to serve as our basic run to the right. Okay. Your quick audible up is the slants. All you're going to do is what we've gone over this before: out, and then drag, and it's just curl flats basically. Deep pass audible. Don't really run this. Play action audible, I do run this. As you see, it's play action to the power O, and we're just going to run it stock. And we're going to look to hit the blue route most of the time. We're going to cancel the play action after the ball is snapped, so we still get the play action animation. We're going to cancel it, and then we're going to try and throw the ball quick. The main route we're going to be looking to get the ball to is the R1 route. As you see, he just kind of sits underneath everything. Now what you could do on this play, if you want to get really crazy, go ahead and slant Gonzalez, but you have a curl flat concept to the right side of the field, so they're going to have to watch out for that. And then to the left side of the field, you have a wicked curl route, which is why we drag Gonzalez. So we're going to make curl flat concept on the left now. As you see, that curl route is just going to kill. It just sits. It's like almost like a ghost route. It's going to sit wide open for the most part. You want to go ahead and look over there though too. Don't want to just throw it blind, but most of the time, if you throw it after you make your read, just no pass lead, just throw the ball, you'll be fine. So that's how I run this play. So let's go over now. Cowboy way out run. I forgot to finish up cowboy way out. So if those two routes are not open, usually this drag is going to be open to beat this man in zone because of his position on the field. And then if that's not open, then that's going to mean if these two routes are not open quick, then look to your deep out. Okay, if that's not open, okay, look to your deep out. That's up there. Then go ahead and try and throw that streak. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard something else. Thought my mom needed me or something, but sorry about that. Okay, so back onto this cowboy Y out. You see that streak is kind of different, and he's gonna stutter step, and then he's gonna kind of go. So that's why I kind of leave it because against man coverage he's gonna win. Against zone coverage he usually just gonna get in behind it. But if you're gonna pass it right there when he makes his cut, you're gonna get an auto rocket catch. So that's nice. They have to user guard that, or maybe cover 2C could stop it. But you see, just right there, if he is not in zone coverage, that will stop. And if he is in zone coverage, everything else is open. So that's why. So you can experiment with that route, but I'm telling you right now, no pass lead. Just if he's not in a flat or a yellow. If there's no flat or on the right from the corner, like there, you see he's in man coverage, he's going to get that auto rocket catch. Dude just literally, he won't catch the ball. The other dude on the defense. See, but when he's facing him, when he's not trailing him, and he's just sitting like that right there, he can sometimes swat it, but he can't pick it. So it's a safe route to throw to establish, hey, I have quick read. It's just basically a snap, and then you wait for him to go ahead and start making his cut, and then you're there. So that's how we run that play. Real quick, the drag again. The drag is going to kill zone. So against the zone blitz, you're good. Against a man blitz, let's just set up a blitz real quick. So let's just go into standard cover 3. So this is a standard blitz coming from the left. Your first read is the triangle, then you're going to go to R1, then you're going to go to X, then you're going to go to square, then you're going to go to circle. Okay, so he's in standard blitz. Okay, I have that route. That's why this play beats blitzes. The blitz comes in, but it doesn't matter because, again, you try to blitz me, you have no coverage. And if they are in man coverage, and we see man coverage, as you see zone, he's going to sit right in there. Which is why I said earlier, every route other than that one route to the circle dude is going to be zone coverage. Again, you just throw that route, and the dude just, for whatever reason, he won't stay with it. But when he's in a flat like that, sometimes he'll jump it. So that's why you don't want to throw that. So it's a snap read to see what's going on the right, and then you come back to that quick pass. So technically your first read is circle, but it's such a fast read, I wouldn't even call it a read. You're just looking to see what he's in. Okay, he's in a flat. I know I have other plays. No, or I know I have other routes open on the field. Okay. Now what if they start doing something like this? They go 2 man under. They're going to put this dude in a flat. They're going to bring this dude down. And they're going to go like so. And they're going to blitz this dude. So say you get some kind of blitz like this where he's in a flat, so you can't throw that route. Well, once again, guys, you still have all your other routes. So because this route beats man and zone. If with no pass lead though, but you have to wait till he cuts upfield. And most of the time, if they're blitzing, there's not going to be anybody there. As you see right there, nobody on him. And again, it really does. It kills blitzes. So now going on to the next play, the cowboy Y circle. Basically, what we're establishing now, we still have curl flats on the left and right, and we have a drag. So this drag is really good because it's a little different than a standard drag. It's a little more direct. So that's why it's better in my opinion. But your first read is going to be R1. Just to see if you snap throw. So it's a snap and then throw the ball. You're going to just kind of glitch it upfield, kind of like the curl flat Texas route. Basically what it is. So a snap read, if you can throw that route, throw it. Most of the time you'll be able to. If you can't throw that route, then look to the left. Okay, can't throw that route. Okay, I look to the left. I have that little C route, and it's going to be man, and it's going to be zone. The reason it's going to be zone is because of the flat route that Rodgers is on. He's going to suck down the purples in the flat zones. The only thing you won't beat will be cover sink. In that case, you're going to have Turner open, you're going to have Gonzalez open, and you're going to have Rodgers open. So here again, he sucks that down, so we have that open. That's why it beats zone. That's why it beats man. We've seen it beat zone, and now we've seen it beat man. Now we're going to see the deep out. That was a bad read. The deep out is basically simply a check down against man coverage. So if you see something like this and just no pass leads, just throw the ball, and you're gonna be open. Now there are certain ways to throw deep outs. I want to go over that too at some point. If they see they press there and then there's no safety over top, just throw it. Bullet pass. And again, we're always looking to the right first real quick to see what's going on with the right side of the field. Then once we know what's going on to the right side of the field, we can make our left side feed. So if we can hit that, perfect. That's exactly what we want right there, Michael Turner. If we can't hit that, we have the left side of the field. Okay. The drag will beat any zone in the game. They have to man up the drag, guys. I'm telling you right now. I run zone a lot, and drags just eat me alive for the most part. But eventually they don't. I kind of sit on the drag eventually. But if the only thing I give up is drag, I'm okay with that. But anyway, there's your deep out. Pass lead to the right at 3 o'clock. So different ways to throw the deep outs, different ways to throw the C route. I like to pass lead down. I called the wrong play there. So that's how I run the cowboy Y circle. And let's go over the deep comeback. Deep comeback, basically we have a comeback left, and we have a snap throw to the left. We also have that blue route, nice, that angled streak, and again that deep seam route. So we're gonna snap. We're gonna look to the left. Or no, I said that wrong. We're gonna snap. We're gonna look to the right and see if we can't fit this fade in. So it's a snap, and if there's no one up on the line, you can fit that fade in every time. 9 times out of, or 10 times out of 10. Okay, so you're gonna put him on a fade. So snap, read it. Okay, not there. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. Right, I was late. And that's why it's such a quick read. Unfortunately, it has to be like that. But see how they're up on the line now? Now he's in a flat zone. So I got him in that streak. Bam. And it's a perfect complement to the cowboy wideout, because cowboy wideout against off coverage is going to kill it, and now we're killing more or less press coverage with the fades. So that's not there. Okay, they're blitzing. Okay, bam. If you see that's not there, you want to look to the left, or to the right really quickly. And if you could throw a triangle, then just throw it, no pass lead, just right when he cuts like that, right upfield, similar to this cowboy wideout. Okay. Now, if Rogers is not open, you're going to look to Turner now. So look to right note, left note, Turner. He's going to flow upfield again beautifully. So that's how I run that. Here's Turner again. Now Turner's coverage, you're going to look to the angled streets, or the angled post route. So look to the right, no. Look to the left, no. Turn, no. Okay, I had the post. For some reason he played that. For some reason he played that. He does not usually play that. So shouldn't have to be worried about that though. Just I mean, I'm doing it just to show, but fastly to the inside, quick on. You want to undercut it. Gonzalez stuff. So fastly up here. But that's not really the read I would make on that play, but I'm trying to show you the route more or less. But again, see here, I mean, you have that little hook route. That little hook route, you can hit that in 2 windows, so that's what I'm going to talk about next. If you see that they're in zone coverage, you don't want to throw this dude right here, Gonzalez. You don't want to throw that route. It's mainly a man beater. So if they are in zone coverage, so we're going to call standard zone coverage, cover 3, what you're going to do is, most of the time, you're just going to wait, and eventually hit that comeback. Actually, I felt the wrong button there. Eventually hit that comeback. So that comeback to Roddy White is where you're going to be going against zone coverage. It's just a high-low read. As you see there, he actually played. Jake gets flowed out, so I hit a little hitch route to Rogers. Here's real quick. We'll show you. That time, that dude in the flat flowed out to Roddy White, so we want to hit Jaquez Rogers. Here we see here, he does not flow out, so we're going to hit Roddy White. It's just basically, if they flow out, hit Roddy. If they flow out, hit Rogers. If they don't flow out, hit Roddy. It's just a high-low read. It's a concept. But that's basically just a check-down read. Because again, you're really not going to be getting there much, so you're not going to have to worry about it. But these are all really quick plays to beat the blitz. So that's basically it for the split. Oh no, we have mesh. We need to talk about mesh. So mesh, basically, the only problem is this dude's gonna fall in here. But all we do is re-drag Jones and wheel Turner, and we're gonna first read is left quick. So if we get something like that, we got that matchup. Next read is gonna be the right flats. So we see left flats. Now we see right flats is open, passly to the outside. Okay, once we see the 2 flats, then we're going to read the drags. So we're going to read left to right. So we're going to read left flat, then we're going to read right wheel, or left wheel, right wheel, left drag, right drag. Left wheel no, right wheel no, drag yes. Okay. You're basically shaking your head left, right, corner. Okay? So, left no, left no, and right yes. We were about to throw it, and they got a block shot. So, left no, right no, yes. Okay? Once you have read your drags, actually, when you read your flat, your wheel route over here, you're actually going to also take a look at the corner route. So it's going to be left flat, right corner, and then the drags. Left flat, no, right, no, corner, or drag, and no. So it's the basically what I'll tell you by name this time. Okay, so we're going to look to Rogers, then we're going to look to Turner, then we're going to look to Gonzalez, then we're going to look to White, then we're going to look to Jones, and then we're going to look to Rogers again. No, 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 no. Yes. Pass it to the inside. Click on, and you have to make a catch there. If you don't get there in time, it could be fixed. But you're splitting the zone. So basically just 2 hot routes. Now you got him. I actually threw it there. I don't know why. So I'm just going to run this play a couple times in practice mode. I'm going to run maybe 3 plays. And I'm running different reads every time. So we hit the drag there. It's just the same reads, though. I'm just going to show you the reads. See how they blitz from the left, so I throw it to the right, or to the left flat. So to the left because they blitz to the left. It's 3 to 4 yards, but what it is it establishes, hey, you can't blitz me. And see, sometimes you'll get that, and then you break a tackle and go to the house. Saw the corner there. We actually had the flat open there, but that's mesh in a nutshell. Basically just reads what area on the field is open. Now when we check down into the strong close, you see it's a really quick transition. And we're right down in the strong close, we're running on the misdirection. You have to playmaker misdirection, unfortunately, because if you don't, that happens right there. It freaks out. And sometimes your quarterback runs the ball. So you want to flip it, or playmaker it, and you're just going to run off tackle. Now, counter weak, you're just going to run the counter like you normally do. I would actually playmaker to make a little over playmaker in the other road. And now it's the counter weak. Counter weak is still one of the best runs in the game, guys. Okay, once we get those 2 things down, we're going to go to our run audible down, which is the halfback dive. And a guy will tell you this is the best run in Madden 13. The halfback dive is phenomenal. As much edge pressure as people bring this year, you have to run down the middle. I'm telling you right now, don't try off tackle as much. Try and establish inside running games. As you see here, you get a nice little double team block, you get a fullback going right at the seam, and you're up to the second level before you know it. So that is pretty much all I do for strong close. It's a quick run. Basically, I really don't run strong close, but quick pass up is your wide receiver out. So I'm going to look to the flat to Turner, and then I'm going to look to a zig drag combo here. So I'm going to look to the flat. Then I'm going to look to the drag, then I'm going to look to the zig, then I'm going to look to that deep out over there by White. So I have the drag, so hit the drag. Drag is going to be zone, zig is going to be man. And the reasons we don't make passing that complex from this formation is because you're running the ball majority of the time. Okay, DPS audible is the FL drive, so again, it's the same concept we're going to do on the right, and we're just posting now, so we have a different kind of a route on the left. Pass it up and just passing that post open if you don't have the other 3 reads. Play action audible, and what this is we're going to cancel the play action to Rogers. They're just going to drag White, and again look flat like that, and drag, and then the post corner is all we do. Now I want to show you some universal stuff in strong close. If you streak these 2 outside dudes and then you drag Gonzalez and then you streak Turner, you get snap throw it to Turner. And this is around last year. As you see there, you can snap throw it for a quick pass. Another thing you can do is you can go and streak Turner again, drag, streak. And the streaks, if you pass lead them to the outside, you can click on and make a play. Against man coverage, so let's go over man coverage. The streaks. You just want to streak everybody on your team. So basically, we're going to do this. That's what it's going to look like. And you're going to have you're going to put these 2 dudes on in routes. So you want to put Rogers on a out to the right. You're going to put Turner on an out to the left. and then you got your streaks. Okay, so you're going to look at these little crossing patterns. If that's not there, pass it to the outside against man coverage. You want to lob it, and sometimes you get separation. That's universal stuff. Strong close. I mean, it's just a quick stuff you can mix in. The in route, the little crossing route. So what I would do from this is maybe something like this. You want to mix this in, something like that, and just lob it up to Rogers, and he's going to get underneath for maybe 3 yards. So say it's 4th and 1. That's a pretty safe pass. I'm guaranteeing you right now. 9 times out of 10 completion. But you see here how they get misaligned over these dudes. So that's why the streaks are so effective. So you should read it. And you see that now passing to the left, and they just leave them. Now that time he recovered, but most of the time they won't. And you can lob them up, and they definitely won't recover. So with a pass lead to the, just no pass, they just lob the ball up. So strong close is still very effective. It's actually more effective passing the ball this year than it is running so far, from what I've seen. But again, here's what I'm talking about: the lob. See how they go to the inside, then lob to the outside. They just won't recover there, and you're going to get them over top. So that's really the scheme. This has been a blitz beating scheme from the Dallas Cowboys playbook. More of a balanced scheme, in my opinion, a two-back scheme for the Atlanta Falcons, one of the best two-back teams in the game. And so we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to bring a New England Patriots scheme to you. We're going to bring some stuff from New England that a lot of you guys don't really run. We're going to go over Paso Drag, but we don't really. I personally don't run Paso Drag because I'm not good at it, honestly. But I know Ryan Dykes broke down Paso Drag a couple days ago, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and break it down my way, that I run it. But I don't run it that much differently than anybody else, but I do run it a little bit differently, so I'll tell you how I do it. But thanks for checking out the video, guys. It's been the Dallas Cowboys playbook, split offset gun, and the strong close scheme. Thanks, guys.